right, so here we go. The former two-division champion, Daniel Cormier, who can forget what he accomplished in 2018, arguably the best calendar year that any fighter has ever put together. And DC back strong here tonight in the Hall of Fame, but getting back in the octagon tonight.
It started in Boston. I believe the highlight of that year was in July in Las Vegas when I beat Stipe Miocic. It was a night that you never could have imagined. Goes out there and gets the first round finish. This guy has all the skills, and at heavyweight, he possessed the power that he may not have had at light heavyweight. A tremendous, well-rounded mixed martial artist and a UFC Hall of Famer.
And the only thing that has eluded this athlete, Daniel Cormier, of course, in his athletic endeavors, the Olympic gold. But how about the mixed martial arts success? 8 UFC title belts and a whole lot more of accolades at home there in Gilroy, California. Born in Louisville, Kentucky back in 1942 as Cassius Clay, here is Muhammad Ali. No denying the hands. He says he's worked pretty hard on his takedown defense coming into the UFC tonight.
One, he's going to have to. He's the greatest boxer of all time. But it won't be just boxing that will allow for him to find success inside the UFC. But if you know Cassius Clay, if you know Muhammad Ali, you know he's the most fearless competitor that you can find. He's a tremendous boxer. Now it's time to see what he can do inside the UFC's octagon.
And he's got a lot of size, he's got a lot of length. People really enjoyed the visual on the scale here on Friday. Muhammad Ali taking his greatness to the octagon here tonight. We'll see how it goes. Muhammad Ali, set to fight DC, Daniel Cormier. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting a reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, well, this was the heavyweight matchup that the fans clamored for, asking you shall receive. Muhammad Ali fighting the former double champion, Daniel Cormier.
You know, even as my real self looking at my virtual self, I can feel the nerves in Daniel Cormier in the octagon starstruck, because you are looking at a guy that really did define your childhood, but he's got to get over that if he wants to beat Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali has to stay at range. Cormier's got to wrestle if he wants an opportunity, or he'll be on his back looking up at the lights. Changing the position. Oh, right into mount.
Ali's in half guard. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, some nice boxing chops there from Daniel Cormier. We talk so much about the wrestling. Don't sleep on those hands.
Yeah, but it's because of the wrestling that allows these guys, especially a guy like DC, who's shorter, to manage distance and manage space in the striking room.
And he connects with the punch there. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Blocks the shot. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what is it? Cormier's got an arm. Looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in.
He needs to shove the knees. Get his opponent's knee off of his belly so he can get to his feet.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter it.
All right, so a lot of people felt like Daniel Cormier could win a kickboxing match here tonight, but his wrestling is so high level that he goes for the takedown early and is able to get it.
Why? Even though you can win a takedown, even though Cormier can win in the stand-up, wrestling is what allowed for this guy to be who he is today. Two-time Olympian, tries to overwhelm his opponents with the wrestling, make them go between moves before they can process it. He has done that tonight, and that's allowed for him to really get out ahead of that guy. But the reality is this. Daniel Cormier is just really, really good.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, nice defense there with the block. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Oh, how about the ankle pick there? Well, if the single leg, the double leg's not working, go deep into the well, and the ankle pick was there for him.
Boy, you got to keep digging into that toolbox. He has so many different attacks. We saw that right now with that beautiful ankle pick.
Oh, that is a furious inside leg kick. You ever taken like a 5-finger to the inside of your leg? That don't feel good. Never mind a kick like that.
Slapping your leg hurts. Imagine someone this side kicking you with his shin in the inside of your leg. You cannot take many of those kicks.
Cormier going for the takedown. He misses.
Big punch land for the guy. He's got some hands, man.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Nice land with that punch, clearly taking advantage of his big edge and reach.
Big ground and pound. Now he's going full mount.
Cormier's in half guard.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Unable to connect with a right hook. 90 seconds to go in round 2. Nice jab by Ali.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all. Ooh, big shot lands.
Under a minute to go. Just missed with that right hand.
Beautiful, beautiful. Keep that pressure up for me now.
He just hurt him with that hook, yep.
All right, so there it is again. rinse, repeat, another takedown, just like we mentioned off the jump. This wrestler has been up in his opponent's face all night.
Well, according to the game plan, it would be take this guy down and ground him out. That's exactly what he is doing. Every time he level changes, he gets to the hips, gets to his angle, and he secures these takedowns. He could not be happier.
All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Great round, but listen, we can do better. You know where your strength is. Let's get him to the ground. Get him to the ground.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
You ready to fight? Ready. Yeah.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes.
His opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. He threw that one with all of his power.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to put him.
Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. So we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many shots on top. He's got to move his head right away. He's waiting. He's being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Cormier's in half guard.
Oh, he's going triangle here.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
All right, working on a submission now.
And they're both fighting now.
Holding on to the submission attempt here. Working again for that submission.
It's always going to be a struggle, but this guy's intent on finishing the fight. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent and back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
table.
did, John. You know I love popcorn. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Excellent job.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, it got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the store.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon. Oh, nice takedown.
Side control now.
Nice transition.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Cormier's back in half guard.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
3 minutes. Cormier's back in full mount.
Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. He's got the choke in. Oh! Daniel Cormier has done it!
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel D.C.
All right, so yet another submission win for one of the greatest of all time, Daniel Cormier, not leaning on those judges tonight.
Was able to find his position to end the fight. As expected, he got a lot of takedowns, and those takedowns led